Okay, so today we're going to learn all the elements we need to consider for the payroll in Colombia. So please first download the file that is in Schoology. It's going to look like this. It's an empty file, right? I mean, it's only the skeleton. This is what we need to fill in, and we're going to do it together. So all we need to know in the payroll in Colombia for 2021, by the way, this changes every year, so please keep that in mind. So we're going to have here all the elements which are in column A, and then all the conditions are going to be here in column C. In column B, this is all going to be numbers, yeah, percentages, currency, all of these things that we need to consider. So first, minimum wage in Colombia. It is 8 hours per day, right? It is paid 8 hours per day. It's going to be 48 hours per week or 6 days of work. It's usually Monday through Saturday, and Sunday is usually off, right? Considering this, anything else, like if the person works more than 8 hours per day or more than 48 hours per week or 7 days in a week, that will be considered time extra, right? Now, the minimum payment right now per month is at 908,526 pesos in Colombia. Knowing this, if you want to calculate the daily rate, it's a simple formula. You just click equals, and this one divided by 30. That will be per day, right? Because there's 30 days on a month. I don't want to autofill all of this, so I click the X. So this is per day. Now per hour, it's simply the day divided by 8, because as I said here, it's 8 hours per day. So this equals this amount right here, so click there, divided by 8. Enter. And there we have it. This is the amount per hour. Now what happens if this person, during those hours of work, it's not overtime, it's just working within those 48 hours per week, 6 days of work. If this person is working, let's say he worked a Sunday or a holiday, now this is called a premium. They are going to be paying, you're going to have to pay them a little bit more. It's going to be 35% over the hourly rate. And if this person works on a Sunday or a holiday night, then it's even more. It's 75% over the hourly rate. Now the transportation subsidy. The transportation subsidy right now in Colombia is 106,454 monthly. But this is only paid for people who are earning a salary that is at least 2 times the minimum wage or less. Now let's talk about overtime. Let's say that you have a worker and this person is ready to go home 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you ask him to stay for a couple more hours because you need to finish something. Now this is called overtime. Why? Because he's staying past the time that he's expected to stay until. So let's say for overtime, you cannot request more than 2 hours per day or more than 12 hours per week. Why? Because that would be not fair. Now during the day, this overtime is going to cost you 25% over the ordinary rate. And the ordinary rate is from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. to be considered daytime. Now, if it is a night, let's say the worker works nights. Now, if the worker does overtime, then these hours are going to be paid 35% over the ordinary rate, which is from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. for night workers. If it is a night worker, and I mean, if it is a night for a day worker, right? So normally this worker works during the day, and then you ask him to stay after 9 p.m. Then you're gonna have to pay them 75% over the ordinary rate from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the day workers. Now, if you are requesting this person to work on a Sunday or a holiday, then that's gonna cost you. Why? Because it is gonna be 150% over the ordinary rate. Everyone is entitled to vacations. In Colombia, you're entitled to a 2-week vacation, paid vacation per year, right? So it is 15 days paid days per year. Now severance, you have to pay 1 month of salary per year, but divided in 2, yeah? So one half is paid in June and the other half is paid in December. This is what we call prima in Colombia. Now the severance interest, so this severance, they accrue some interest, and you need to pay 1% per month, which is equals to 12% each year, right? Or fraction. Now the bonus, you need to pay also bonuses to your workers. 1 month of salary per year divided in two as well. One paid in June and the other one in December. And the provisions. The provisions is the same as saying uniforms. So you need to give uniforms, 3 uniforms per year. And they cannot be paid with money for workers paid up to 2 minimum wages, right? So if your worker is earning at least 2 minimum wages per month, then you need to give them 3 uniforms per year. Now be very careful with this one, because and I'm talking about the health. If your worker doesn't have an EPS and they have an accident while working for you, you're gonna have to pay not only for your medical bills, but also for the amount of time they couldn't work because of this accident. So be very careful with this one. You need to pay, like every worker has to be enrolled in an EPS, and the employer has to pay 8.5% against their wage, and the worker pays only 4%, right? This is monthly. Now, the health paid by the employee is 4%, then we can put it down here. Now, let's talk about the retirement plan. Like, we are all getting old, right? It is a reality. Whenever you're too old to work, then obviously you can't work anymore for, healthy reasons or just too old or whatever. So you need to have a plan. For this, 12% of the salary paid by the employer goes towards this retirement plan. And what the amount of money that the employee pays goes according to the below chart. And that works like this: minimum wage earned and retirement percent. So if the person earns from 1 to 16 minimum wages, then they pay 4% of their wage. If the person earns 16 to 17 times the minimum wage, they pay 4.2. If they earn 17 to 18 times the minimum wage, they pay 4.4%. If they earn 18 to 19, they pay times the minimum wage, they pay 4.6%. If they earn 19 to 20 times the minimum wage, they pay only 4.8%. And if they earn more than 20, then they pay 5%. Okay, now there are 3 entities who are at the service of the employees, and they are paid by the employers. And these are called ICBF, SENA, y Cajas de Compensación. This is the way they work. 3%, you need to pay 3% of the wage, of the worker's wage, to this ICBF, which is a tax consulting service. You also need to pay 2% of the wage to SENA, which this company ensures quality of employment. You need to pay 4% to the Caja de Compensación, which takes care of social security issues. Okay, so we finished the legalities page. Now we're ready to calculate the payroll for this specific employee. So first of all, let's add your company logo right here, your company name, also your name and last name. And now let's fill in the employee's name. Let's say my employee is called Max, and then his last name is Floyd. Floyd, perfect, Max Floyd. Now the date, just put your date there, whatever date it is today. I'm going to put my date is April 1st, there. This is the date when I'm going to pay this employee. Now the monthly rate, the wage that I'm paying this person, let's say he's a cook, and I'm paying him 1,300,000 pesos. Perfect, 1,300,000. Okay, so per week, how do you calculate per week? Equals whatever this person makes monthly divided by, there's 4 weeks in a month, so divided by 4 equals, this is per week. Now per day equals whatever this person makes per week. How many days in a week does a person work? 6. Legally, 6. So I click 6, and this is per day. Now per hour equals, now whatever this person makes per day divided by 8, because this person works 8 hours a day, equals. So this is how much this person makes per hour. For this particular exercise, we're going to see how much my worker did. So let's make this a little bit larger so we can see the criteria better. So on Sunday and holiday, and this is within his ordinary routine, right? So he probably worked on a Saturday, on a Sunday or a holiday instead of a Saturday, let's call it that way. And he worked for 8 hours. Now also on a Sunday or a holiday night, he worked for 2 hours. Then 3 hours overtime during the day. 0 hours for night workers because he's not a night worker, he works during the day. 1 hour of overtime during the night. And 2 hours on a Sunday or a holiday. Now let's see how much the premium is for each one of these. So on a Sunday and a holiday, we click here where it says premium, then we go to legalities. So ordinary, look for the ordinary, and then Sunday or holiday is this one here, it's 35%. So let's go back here to payroll, then click there, hit equals. Then we go to legalities, and then we click the cell where it says 35%. Enter. Perfect. Now we go to Sunday and holiday night. Then click equals. And let's go find it. Sunday and holiday night is right here, 75%. Click there, hit enter. Now let's go here to overtime. Day overtime equals. We go to legalities. Day overtime is this one here. So you click there, hit enter. Then you go here, even though this one doesn't really matter to us in this case, we're going to do it anyway for the sake of the exercise because we might change this exercise later. So night for night workers, so hit equals there, then go here, night for night workers is this percentage, hit enter. Then this one, night for day workers, so hit equals, let's go to legalities, night for day workers, hit enter. And then the last one here, hit equals, Sunday and holiday overtime. So we go to Sunday and holiday overtime, click there, 150%, hit equals, and there it is. Now let's find out the totals right here. So equals, it is 8 hours, so this one times the premium times the hourly rate, which is this one here. Hit enter. Perfect. So it is 18,958 pesos. Now for this one here, let's hit equals. We work for 2 hours with a premium of 75% over the hourly rate, which is this one here. Hit enter. Now let's go here to the overtime. Hit equals. Then 3 hours times the premium times the hour. Then equals again. This one times this one times this one, and same goes for the other two, right? Oh, sorry, there, and hit enter. Then right here equals 1 hour times 75% times the hourly rate. Remember, don't type in numbers, you need to type in or click on the cell, right, to call the cell reference. Now for this one is 2 times 150% times the hourly rate. Enter. And there it is. Now let's go with the transportation. So remember, the transportation is a set total, right? So we go here, we hit equals, and let's go to legalities to find the transportation. Transportation subsidy. Since this working is earning less than 2 times the minimum wage, then we need to pay him the transportation, right? So we click there and we hit enter. That's the subsidy of transportation. Now vacations. Now we are, let's say that you can do this several ways. You can either like give him the money per month, right? Or ask him to go on vacation and then pay those days anyway. Let's say, for the sake of this exercise, that we're actually paying the worker each month the vacation time, right? So let's click here. Vacation time is going to be equals to, let's go here to legalities. Let's go find the vacation. Vacation is 15 days per year, right? So let's go back here. So if it is 15 days, we click here in days, there times 15. However, this is per year, right? And we're paying him only 1 month. Since it is per year and a year has 12 months, then we divide this by 12. And this is going to give us the vacation pay for this month specifically. Now the total earned. Now this is how much this person earned this month. So here equals. And let's do one by one. So this person earned the wage, which is this one here, right? Plus the ordinary time that he did, like on Sundays and holidays, and also Sunday and holiday nights, plus the overtime, which is this one, this one, and this one, and this one, plus transportation, plus vacation. Then I hit enter, and this is how much this person earned in total. However, remember that the worker also has to pay for something. It has to pay some percentage for health, for retirement, and in some cases, this is very normal, you also need to pay a loan, right? That maybe you lent money to your employee, and then he's paying you monthly for this money. So we need to finish this right here as well. Okay, so now let's find out how much money does this employee has to pay. So for health, let's stand up on this cell and hit equals. Let's find out the percentage that this person has to pay. So health paid by the employer, that's not the one, it's the one below. Health paid by the employee is 4%. So you click there and then hit enter. Then we go to the retirement. Click on the retirement, then click equals. Then let's go back to legalities and find the retirement plan. Here it is, retirement plan. Now this is paid by the employer, which is 12%. We need the one paid by the employee. But this one here has a table. Now this particular employee is earning just under 2 minimum wages, which means, is this one right here, it's 4%. So we click there, hit enter. Now 4% of what? Let's see. So this right here equals this 4% times the minimum wage, which is this one here per month. So we click there, right, because we're paying them monthly, hit enter. And now the retirement, same thing, equals 4% times per month. So this one here, then hit enter. And then the loan payment, well, let's say right now we're not lending them any money. We're gonna see this in next class. So right now, let's say the loan payment is 0. So let's just click on 0 there. Then the total deducted, just stand up over here, click equals. Then we add this one plus this one plus the loan payment. Hit enter, and this is the total deducted. So now we can calculate the total payment this month, right? So the total payment, let's just put it here with the totals. So click equals. That would be the total earned this month minus the total deducted this month, which is this one here. Enter. Which means this month you need to put into your employee's account 1,429,746 pesos total. Okay, now it seems like I didn't need this column at all, so I'm going to get rid of that because I like things to be very pretty. So first I need to click here and then unmerge these cells, right? Don't worry about this, we're going to fix that later. Then also click here and then we're going to unmerge those cells. Perfect, then we're going to copy any of these empty cells, so Ctrl C, and then we're going to paste them right here. Paste, and there it is. We just got rid of that. Now we're going to click here and select all of those 3 cells and then merge them back. And then we're going to click all of these cells right here, this empty space, and we're going to merge it as well. There it is, perfect. So now just to make this a single table, then we're going to click here in borders and we're going to select this one, outer border. And there it is. Now it looks a lot prettier.